We'll give it a minute or so, and then we'll crack on.
Redfern.
Hey, who's that? Marty, my man, how are you?
What's that?
We're just about to dive in.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. At least you know what you're going to say.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I don't actually. I'm same as you, mate. I'm winging it.
That's all right. You got Peter there for you.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
fine.
I don't say a lot though.
It's just knowing you're there that makes me so confident, Pete.
No, you're the wind beneath his wings, Peter.
Exactly.
And Arthur's the wind beneath all our wings, right, Arthur? I see it. Mo, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I saw Mo's on and Arthur.
Yeah. Cool. Good to see everybody.
Hey, Arthur Gully, the
What's
man
up?
in the house.
Yes, Red and Peter.
How you doing?
Hey.
So,
Marty.
it's still.
Actually, this is my first webinar with y'all. I've been trying to get in, but I've been busy, but finally got in. I'm so glad to be here.
Thank you very much, Arthur. An absolute pleasure to see you on here, my friend.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Hopefully, we can, even for us founders, we can maybe give you a little bit of information that you didn't know about, and so that you can take it to other people. That's the whole idea. And hopefully, if someone's brought somebody to see this amazing opportunity, they'll like what they see and become a founder. That's the whole idea of it.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. We'll be driving people here, Red. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Okay, so how many we got on that?
I would wait a minute, Red. It's actually just 9 o'clock now, so they'll all start coming in now.
Oh, yeah, they are actually, yeah. Okay, yeah. Piling in. Well, you talk to everyone. I'm going to go and get a drink.
Well, don't blame you.
Hi, Peter. How's it going?
Yeah, fine. Thank you. Yourself? I don't know who I'm talking to. Who am I talking to?
Dave Graham.
All right, Dave. How you doing?
Yeah, really well, thanks.
Yeah.
Probably 9 people so far. Not to the Zoom, but into the opportunity. They're all co-founders.
Well, hopefully we'll try and get a few more in with what we're going to present tonight. Show them the way.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Whereabouts in the UK are you, Peter?
I'm actually from Herefordshire.
Oh, Herefordshire, yeah?
Yeah, in the UK, yeah.
Yeah, Hailing Island for me, down on the south coast.
Oh, right, okay.
But originally from Liverpool.
Yeah, my brother lives in Liverpool. I don't know whereabout he lives, but he actually lives in Liverpool.
All right, okay. It's a great city.
He's actually in the Philippines at the moment. He was stuck over there with this, the virus and all that. He's been stuck over there for 3 months. So he's hoping to get back the end of August, I think he said.
Okie dokie.
So I'm just concentrating on obviously making sure I'm getting everybody in.
Okay. All right, no worries. I'll mute myself, all right?
Okay. You there, Red?
Yeah, I am. Can you see me okay, Pete?
Yeah, I see you.
Okay, cool. Okay, get everyone muted then.
Hang on, they're piling in now, mate. In a rush.
Oh, they are piling in.
You've got it's only 2 minutes past 9. So
no, not at all, mate. Honestly. Is it okay? We'll give it a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
For everybody as well, thank you for being on this Zoom. It's lovely to see so many people. Sean, my mate, Sean's on as well. The 2 year. Hey, Sean, hey, man. And Zoran, another good leader in. Nice to see you on here. Who's in the house? I'm glad you're on here. Who else we got here? Dave's on. Off the house. April's probably been as long as one of the first as well, which is lovely. Got a few messages. Who we said? Don's in Denver. Hi, Don. Hailing Island for Dave. Kitchener in Ontario, Canada. Lovely part of the world, that is. I was stationed over in Canada for a little while up near Medicine Hat, lovely part of the country, which is pretty cool. Jason's from Salford, another nice part of the UK. Fatima's in London. What part of London are you in, Fatima? Okay, in Lethbridge, Alberta. Okay, cool. Houston, Texas, April, hello. You've got it pretty bad over there at the moment, haven't you, in Texas, April?
We've had a few more cases here today.
Oh, have you? Okay. Yeah, Costa Rica. Oh, Steve, hi, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you on, Steve.
But they say the survival rate for COVID is very high, so we can't get deterred by the hospitalization or the case count. We must realize the recovery rate is extremely high. So continue taking zinc and vitamin C, guys.
Yeah, listen, I think it's just going to be another one of those diseases that is going to be around, and a bit like cancer, a bit like AIDS, a bit like hepatitis, a bit like many of them that are going to be around, and the longer it goes on, the more treatments there will be for it. The UK are developing a vaccine at the moment that gives people who are severe with COVID almost an 80% survival rate, and that's for the people who have already caught it. So hopefully, I think the economic fallout, though, I've said it from day one, I think the economic fallout from this is going to be far greater than the actual loss of life, unfortunately. But anyway, that's for another day. How are we doing, Pete?
Yeah, I'm still letting them in.
Cool.
Hi, Pete. Hi, Red.
Hi,
Paul.
How you doing? How you doing, mate? Nice to see you on here, Paul.
How you doing? I'm struggling with my internet here. It drives me nuts. I've literally got 1 to 1.5 gigabytes, and it's worse than AOL ever used to be. And I'm trying to connect to my mobile, I'm trying to connect to my laptop, and it's just a struggle all the time. So hopefully I won't get kicked off. Hi, there's Arthur.
There's plenty of room.
Hey, zippity doo dah, Uncle Remus.
I think Red's just got kicked off.
Yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it? It really is. Hopefully, I've got a guest coming on from LinkedIn who does cryptocurrency and forex, and he'd like to sort of discover a bit more about how Onpassive can help promote that business for him and get new members. I said, well, probably through a campaign like everything else we're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, me and Red obviously been into the forex, into cryptocurrency trading, and obviously, we got involved in a big. Well, it ended up to be a bit of a mistake in the end, but I mean, we made money out of it, but a few people lost, which was a shame. But but it's the same with crypto. You just can't be sure what's the thing with it.
No, I mean I bought some electronum coins about 3 years ago, and I don't think anything has happened with them at all. You know, that's been 3 years now. Well, it's going to be the best thing ever because it had a mobile bank. But who knows?
You should keep them, Paul.
Yeah. Oh, I'll keep them. Oh, yeah. I've got 6,000. There's not millions, but you know, it's who knows. It could add to the pension pot later on.
Paul, keep hold of the electronium, mate. They're going to go up, mate. All right.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Big
I
time.
always like the sound of
Buy
it.
some more if I was you.
It's just been 3 years, and it seems a long time, you know. So
They're just
Patience is a virtue, Paul.
We're starting to go up.
yeah. Well, I always tell Linda, patience is a virtue, seldom found in men, never in women. I get told off.
I wonder why that is, mate.
Where have you been, Red?
Sorry, I had a phone call come in and it cut me off. So I'm on my mobile. Okay, should we get going then?
Yeah, there's we got
Or was there still people coming in?
there's the odd one or two obviously drifting in. I can add them in
Hang
as
on
we
then.
go on.
Okay then. So can you mute everyone then, Pete, including me, and I'll unmute myself. Okay, we're recording.
Yep, it's recording.
Okay, on you go then.
Oh, thanks. Okay, everyone, let's get started. Let me just move that. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this webinar. It's obviously being presented by Redfern. I'm just hosting it. I'm just going to give you a bit of detail about obviously myself and Red first for the new people that's joining us tonight. Me and Red have been involved in GoFounders now for 2 years. We got involved more or less at the beginning. There was only a couple of thousand founders at the time, which was really early considering we've just touched on 128,000 founders today, and the business is growing, you know, big time. And as I said, we got involved in the beginning. We were invited by Derek Ventnor, who's a big leader in the business, and he showed us a little video of the business that Ash Farah had, you know, his vision, and invited us to a webinar with Ash, and we sat there and listened like you're going to listen tonight. And we're going to, Red's going to obviously explain in detail what Onpassive is all about and what it's got to offer. But obviously when we got involved, we didn't have this sort of a presentation. It was just Ash explaining his vision. So it's come a long way today from when it was. So I'm not going to rabbit on too long. I'm going to pass it over to Red now. And what we'll do is we'll obviously at the end, we'll answer some questions if you've got some questions. If you've been invited by anybody, please get back to the person that's invited you, and they will give you more information if you obviously want more information. So I'm going to pass it over to Red now, and we'll kick off. Okay, Red.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Peter. And a warm welcome to everyone who has jumped on this Zoom with us. We're doing this on a regular basis now, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. UK and 10 p.m. In Europe. The first thing I'll say is this is a presentation. Okay, if you require any more information, if you need to see something else, please get back in contact with the person who has brought you here, and they will point you in the right direction to get the relevant information that you need. Like Peter said, we will be here at the end to answer any questions that you may have. So we're going to kick off now with the presentation. So let's hit the next slide. So this is what you're going to be learning here in this webinar. What we're going to be going through is what Onpassive is, who's actually in charge of Onpassive, what the products are that Onpassive are going to be offering you and us, and why we actually need these products. Some of the products that you'll see, you'll think, well, they're already there, and I'll go over why we need these products already. These new products, the current opportunity that is available in the marketplace, and why we are so different. What are the benefits of Onpassive to you as a founder? and obviously the founder's opportunity. Why is that so special to become a founder before the launch date itself? So what exactly is Onpassive? Well, for a start, it is a real business. And what I mean by that is it is a bricks and mortar business. It has two places that they work from, one in India, in Bangalore, where they employ now something in the region of over 200 people. These people are from every walks of life. They are employed specifically to do specific jobs. There's a lot of IT consultants, techs, builders, website designers, tech guys. All these sort of people have been brought together to build all of the products and services that you'll see later on in this presentation that Onpassive have got. There's also a physical office in Florida as well. And it is an IT company. It is an internet technology company that uses artificial intelligence at its source to promote its products and services online. And now, one of the real problems that most businesses have in anything to do with online or at all now is being able to get traffic. Now, this is one of the main backbones of what Onpassive is about marketing and traffic, not only to your business, because you can market your own business through the Onpassive platform, but also all the products and services of Onpassive itself. Now, Onpassive is the brainchild of our CEO and founder, Mr. Ash Farad, around for a while now as far as the online space is concerned. He's a family man with a wife and kids. He used to work out of Silicon Valley in the States, and he's worked from the top of some of the best companies that work out of there. But one of the things that he felt were missing, even though he was making a lot of money at the time, one of the things that he found was missing was that even though he was making money himself, he didn't have the ability to pass this money on to other people. So he had a dream and an idea of designing from the bottom up a company that would enable the 97% of people who try online to make that bottom line residual income, who fail, not through any fault of their own, but because of the company itself, because they never got in too early or because they didn't try hard enough or whatever it may be. But he wanted to design and produce a company that would give the 97%, which is you and I, a chance of making that bottom line residual income. So he came up with the idea of Onpassive. So the part of business we're talking about in a moment is Onpassive, but if you become a founder, you will join, and that part of the business, until the launch date, you'll be known as a Go founder. We are beta testers for the Onpassive platform so that any bugs are ironed out before we launch to the world. At the moment, the Go founder position is starting at about 128,000 people at the moment, and it's growing rapidly. Almost 1,000 people a day are joining this fantastic opportunity. So some of the things that Onpassive is going to offer you as a marketer, or if you have your own business, you're going to be a Go founder. I'll go into detail later of what the benefits of a Go founder is, but some of the other products and services that Onpassive are going to offer you is data cleaning, hosting, domains. So that means you can actually buy your domain name through Onpassive. They'll host it for you, all from one payment. You don't have to renew on a yearly basis like anything else. The same with the hosting. It's going to give you different daily funnels to promote your business or this business as Onpassive as a reseller. Webinar hosting. Now we're using Zoom at the moment. They have designed from the bottom up a new version of the webinar service that is going to be available to us. This is not capped. It is it doesn't matter how many people join it, and it is a one-off payment that is all part of Onpassive. Site creators, email blasters, and a lot more, much more. Okay, on to the next. So let's run through some of the products that you're going to see within the Onpassive product list. For a start, there is no recruiting or converting of leads unless you want to yourself. Don't forget, the more effort you put in now, that will be rewarded on launch, but you don't have to. This is the beauty about what Onpassive is giving you. They will drive traffic to your website. They will put people under you. It is a fantastic opportunity if you are not good at recruiting, if you're not very good at speaking to people. You don't have to do any of this. The company will do it all for you. And not only will they bring people in, they'll also convert those leads into to go into your team. Guarantee you traffic. Now, they marketing campaign about 6 months ago to see how their campaign would work, and within 3 days they managed to reach 1 million people at a very high rate of conversion for those people. They can guarantee the traffic to your business or the Onpassive business model itself. It's going to be self-funding. And what does that mean? That means that apart from your founder position, you will only pay once out of pocket. The remainder will come out of the reselling or customers that come in underneath you, that will then end up in your wallet, that will self-fund your monthly subscriptions. It's all done for you. You don't have to do anything. If you're a founder already, you know this. If you look in your back office, if you go to the links section, there is probably, I think now, maybe 150 to 200 personalized links just for you. There's also 100 plus different downloads you can get, and much more. They do everything for you. Every imaginable tool and service for success is designed and built by Onpassive specifically for you as a founder, reseller, and a customer. It's all easy access in one place. Now, this is the ethos of what Onpassive is all about. If you do anything online at the moment, and that is any business, you have to have a domain name. That domain name has to be hosted somewhere. So that is one part that you have to buy. If you've got an email, you'll have to have an email, and that has to be hosted and used by another part somewhere else. All these have to be paid for. Zoom, which we're using now, has to be paid for. If you're using funnels to promote your business, that has to be paid for separately, and a lot of other things. What Onpassive are doing is putting it all under one roof, so it's a one-stop shop, one payment for everything that you are using now. So it's an absolute no-brainer to come into Onpassive and use all the tools and services that they are going to give you for that one payment. Like I said, they are using some of the things that we use now, but we're not copycatting it. What they are doing is they are building it themselves. So it will be bespoke only for Onpassive. It's going to be quicker. It's going to be smarter because of the AI that they use in there. They'll be able to capture absolutely every single person that views your advert page, Zoom, email, everything. They will instantly have a 5-day free service with Onpassive. Their name is captured in your link, and they will then end up loving what they see, becoming either a customer or reseller, and your team will grow exponentially because they will love the products and services. It's going to be the lowest price anywhere on the globe. So it's an absolute no-brainer if you're a marketer, if you're a business, or if you want to make a residual income. It's all going to be there in one place. So other products that they're going to supply for us, rotators. These are different funnels that you will have that rotate with your individual links on them, so that people don't get bored of seeing the same things. You're going to have a landing page that is going to be designed by Onpassive for you. Bulk emailers, that means that you'll be able to send out bulk emails to as many people that are on your list. Email campaigns, which the company will do for us free of charge. Not only will they do that free of charge, they'll also put people into your team free of charge. And the best part of it is these people that they put into your group, they will pay you for having these people in your group. Data cleaners, contact managers, and autoresponders, all these will be available to you to use under one roof with Onpassive. There's also going to be domain names, hostings, site creators, webinar hostings, crowdfunding platforms, and a lot more. Everything in a one-stop shop is going to be available for you with the Onpassive system. So let's think about these benefits. It's a fund solution for any cause. What does that mean? This means that any money that comes into your wallet in Onpassive, it doesn't matter how it comes there, whether it's from spillover from above, whether it's people that you've brought in, whether it's people the company have brought in, that all these people that you are making a commission off from the products and services that they will be purchasing, you can use that fund for anything that you want. If you want to give it to somebody, if you want to pay it forward to somebody, whatever you want to use it for, you can use it. It is immediately available to you. If it's in your wallet, you can withdraw it. And I'm not talking about daily here or every other day, weekly, monthly. If it is there in your money, in your wallet, you can withdraw it. So for instance, you might have 5, 6, 7, 10 payments in a day. If you want to withdraw at any time for that day of any of those payments, you can do it on multiple times. You do not have to wait. If you don't take it, it will sit there. Okay, nobody's going to take it. It doesn't get passed over to anybody else. It is always going to be in your wallet. Nobody else can touch it. It's an unlimited residual income that's paid daily. Like I said, it's always going to be there for you. And all the top marketing automation is done for you. This is all part of what you pay for Onpassive. Okay, so you're going to get guaranteed visitors and sign-ups. Onpassive is going to do all the legwork for you. It's going to do the automated emails back to the people. Once they put their email details into your link, they will then follow up for you to get those signups. You don't have to lift a finger. All you have to do is to become a founder now, reseller when we launch, or a customer, and Onpassive will do the rest for you. Obviously, if you do a bit of work yourself and bring people into this fantastic opportunity, you're going to be off to an absolute flyer when we launch. But you don't have to. That's the whole thing about what Onpassive is all about, is it's all done for you. If you're no good at it, you don't want to do it, you can just sit back, relax, and they will do it for you. Of course, it will take longer to achieve your goals, but if you want to speed that time up 10-fold or 20-fold, put a little bit of effort in, and you will get to that financial freedom that you have been desiring. Because at the end of the day, isn't this why we're here? We're here to make that residual income. You can never change things by fighting against existing reality. To change things, build a new model and make that model, make the old model obsolete. This is a fantastic saying. Now, if you've been around the online space, the likes of Facebook, Google, Microsoft, who else have we got? Instagram, they're quite new now, I suppose. But a lot of these people have been around a while now, haven't they? You know, they've been around for almost 10 years. It really is time to have a new kid on the block. Okay, Onpassive is going to be that new kid on the block because they are making everything from the bottom upwards. They're designing it bespoke only for Onpassive. They're not taking it and changing it or tweaking it. What they're doing is they're building it for themselves. So we will have new products and services that the internet has not seen before, that it's going to be smarter, faster, more intelligent, easier to use. And all these products, people are going to be looking over their shoulder and go, wow, where did these people come from? And we are going to end up taking over the internet as you know it now. Onpassive is going to be a household name in the future. So you have a choice. You can join us now in the pre-launch, or you can wait for it to launch. It's entirely up to you. But for the sake of the founder's position at the moment, I would recommend that you get in now to lock in your place and let Onpassive do the lifting for you. Our new model is based on model is unique because we provide a platform to those with businesses so that they become more successful. So that means that you can use business you have at the moment. You can market your business as long as it is approved as a feasible business on the Onpassive platform, and they will market your business for you. If you haven't got a business, then you can be a reseller for Onpassive and resell all the products and services. This is what I'm going to do, by the way. I have got my own business, but I'm not going to do it through the Onpassive platform because I'm more of a, well, I've got a glamping site, so I don't need to do it through there. But if you have an internet based business, this is the place for you to go to get eyes on your business. Okay, I'm going to use all the products and services out there that Onpassive are going to give me, and that's what I'm going to market. Seek to increase their abundance. We're seeing it already. If you are a founder, everywhere that you look now on the internet, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, what else, on Telegram, on what's the other one, LinkedIn. Onpassive is all over the place at the moment, and all they're doing is ranking it up at the moment so that they are going to be everywhere on launch, and people are going to know who they are. People will come flooding in when they see what Onpassive has to offer. We provide to those that have no business or success online marketing a plug and play system that guarantees their success. So if you've never done this before, what they are saying here is, if you've never done any marketing, if you've never had any experience online whatsoever, they are going to give you a easy to use platform that is plug and play. It's a click of a button that will take you to the next part, that will market your business, that will make you successful, because at the end of the day, we're all looking to earn a few extra quid at the end of it. And that's what it's all about. So we are seeking to help them, that's us, obtain abundance. So why do we need these? Okay, let's compare the old, or not the old, but the current system of internet models. Okay, most internet models at the moment are based on competition and conflict. I don't know if any of you guys out there have been in any platforms or have used products or marketing at all at the moment, but I know I have, and this is so true. Most services or products or platforms that you use at the moment, they end up pitching one against the other, okay, because it's a competition. They are 97% of them are all scams in one way, shape or form. They come, they go so quickly, normally with all your money. It turns into a money pit. What do I mean by this? This means that you're hooked in, you pay once, and then you have to keep on paying on a monthly basis, and you're getting zero return for that monthly basis. Like I said at the beginning, if you remember, with Onpassive, you pay once, apart from your founder's fee. When it launches, you will only be out of pocket once, okay? That is it. The rest of the time it is self-funding by the company, because they are going to bring people into your team as a reseller or a customer, and that will pay for your monthly fee. So you're never out of pocket. The old model requires selling. If it's a product-based business, you have to buy the product first. You have to then sell the product. Okay, it requires recruiting. That is where the big money is. But you have to get out there, recruit somebody to bring him in, give him all the spiel, say blah de blah, just to get your commission on that recruiting. And what ends up happening? That person ends up going because he's not happy, and it all ends up falling back down. It becomes a scam. Everybody loses its money. Not only have you losing your money, but it's your reputation as well, because you've brought this person in good faith. And at the end of the day, you've been scammed as much as the other person, and it all falls down. And tools are obtained separately. So you're brought into old companies. Not only have you got to buy a product off them, you've then got tools that you have to use that you have to buy somewhere else. There's never any guarantees, okay? And they pit one marketer against the other. So it's a constant cycle of trying to beat the other person just to get ahead, to make that extra sale. You see it all the time, not only online, but you see it in most business models offline as well. People pitching themselves against each other to make the commission, you know, salesman of the week, etc. All that is doing is pitching one person against the other. And compensations are always based on the amount of effort that you put in. So Ashmu Farid with Onpassive wanted to have a completely new business model that's based on mutual benefit. That means that more that you help somebody else, not only will that person benefit, but you will benefit too. It is a real business. Like I said, it's bricks and mortar. It has real products that you can use, and it is real people. The 128,000 new affiliates, founders that we have at the moment, they're real people like me and you. You know, I'm a chef. I'm sat here talking to you, but I am passionate about Onpassive. It is, for me, going to absolutely blow the internet to pieces when we launch. It's self-funding, so you only pay once to use it. Marketers don't have to sell because the company will do it for you. They don't have to recruit because the company will do it for you. If you want to, you can recruit. It's entirely up to you. If you love what you're seeing now, why wouldn't you tell your friends, your families, brothers, sisters about this opportunity? I have, and most of them are in. And do you know something? Even if they didn't want to come in, I've bought them a position. That's how much I feel about Onpassive. Every tool that you need for success is included under one roof, one payment in Onpassive. There is no extras. Okay, you have also, for peace of mind, 100% lifetime money back guarantee for your founder's position at any time. Now, in the future, whenever it may be, you can request your money back and you will get it back. I know this for a fact. Peter knows it for a fact. And many founders here know it for a fact that this is true. And there's the added security that if you don't believe me for what I've just said there, you can pay by Visa or MasterCard and you're covered by their promise as well. Okay. Marketers only compete with themselves. That means if you want to put the effort in, you can put the effort in. If you want to grow a massive team, you can grow a massive team, but you do not have to. So you're only competing with yourself to do that. It is not necessary for you to do that to make the money because the company will do you for it. And also, the piece de resistance with Onpassive is their breakthrough compensation plan, that how the company is going to pay you. So we will move on now and give you a little insight into what the company payment system is going to be. Now, the company they can pay you any way that they want to. This money, which we're showing you now, will be available in your own wallet in your back office. Nobody can touch it. It doesn't get moved across to anybody else if you don't take it. If it's not based on you have to do so many sales or anything like that. If it is in your wallet, you can take it at any time. As you can see there is 4 levels that you can come in at. This is on launch. This is not the founder's position. This is the company payment system. Okay, as you can see here, it has 10 levels, but actually the levels are infinity. But for this example, we're just going to show you 10. Each of these levels has different products and services attached to it. Okay, so depending on what you want to use, you will have to come in at one of these levels. So if you had 3 people in your team under you, if each of those people come in at launch at 25 level, that is going to give you an income of $6 per month that is going to be in your wallet to take. But if you have your 3 members and they come in at the 125 level, that's going to give you $30 plus the $6 from the 25. So it'll make it 36. If those 3 people all come in at the 25 level, not only are you going to get 30 from the 250 level, you're going to get the other 30 from the 125 and the 30 from the 6. So that's going to give you $66. And if all 3 of these people come in at the $60 level, you're going to be bringing in there 126. Now, obviously, people are going to come in at different levels. So these equations are going to be mixed up, but this is going to give you an idea. So as you are looking down, okay, the amount of members, you want to be having a look at seeing, well, yeah, I think in time I can probably get to, we'll say 27, between 27 and 80 odd people, I reckon, will be pretty attainable in a year. Okay, don't forget, this is all involved with what the company are bringing in, your own efforts, but just have a look all the way over to the right-hand side of what that is going to do to you as a bottom line coming in on a monthly basis. Okay, it's going to give you $4,000 a month if they all come in at the 500. Now, the other thing I want to tell you about the company payment system is the company is going to force you to be successful. Okay, so if you have money coming into your wallet, they're going to force you to upgrade to the next level until you get to the top level of 500. Because if somebody in your team has come in at 250, but you're only on the 25, you can't touch that commission until you are at the same level. So it's in your own interest to move up to the highest level as soon as possible so that you can take that commission. And this is what I mean by the company are going to force you to move up the levels because you want to have that money, and rightly so. It's not going to go anywhere. It will sit in your wallet. So the higher up you go, the more commissions you'll be able to take out. Now, if you go down the left-hand side of the members, to fill your matrix, you will need 59,000 people. It's not an impossibility. The company have already filled their own matrix because they've got 128,000 people. They've almost done it twice. In fact, they have done it twice. And that, my friends, if you filled that, will give you a residual income of over $2 million. Mind-blowing amounts. So let's move on to the next slide because it blows your mind a little bit. So after seeing what you have seen now, if you need any more information, okay, please get back to the person who has invited you here, okay? I want to remind you as well that it is 100% risk-free. At the moment, the founder's position is $97. This will be going up to $149 very, very shortly. Okay, as soon as the soft launch and marketing campaign is started by Onpassive, this will be going to $149. So it's in your own interest to save that $50 and get in line. Not only that, as a founder, you are going to have exclusive access to the founders, the Go Founders site itself. You're going to get early access to all of the bits and pieces that you are, okay, that you can have. You're going to get priority positioning. So that means that the earlier that you sign up within Go Onpassive, you will get positioned on your time stamp and date stamp that you became a founder. Anybody after you, as far as the company is concerned, is going to go underneath you. Okay, you'll also be a member of the inner circle of the Onpassive as a founder. You are there as a beta tester to test all the products before we go live. You can also put your, there's a community section in the back office that we've all seen if you're a founder, where you can suggest things that Onpassive might want to have a look at to give them feedback, plus much, much more. So expect to be impressed like you've never before by the Onpassive opportunity. I'm super excited about it. I know there's many founders here that are as well. I really hope that you get back to the person that you have brought, that brought you here to show you this opportunity. If you've come through a link from myself or Peter, please reach out to us and we'll follow up with you. But if somebody's invited to you to this Zoom meeting, please get in contact with them. Anyway, that's it now for the presentation. Myself and Peter would like to take some questions if you have any. So if you could put it in the chat, we will then unmute you and you can ask away. Thanks very much, Jason. Somebody must have a question for me. If you want to ask me something, just type your name in the chat. We'll unmute you and I will try my hardest, myself and Peter, to ask any questions. Don't forget, this will be recorded and you'll be able to send it to anybody you like. Nobody got any questions for us? I cannot believe it. From a personal point of view, guys, like I said, Peter said, we have been, they are, Paul, they're all shy, mate. We've been involved with this now for 2 years, and I've been involved in the online space for a long, long time. I'll answer Peter in a minute. I've never seen an opportunity like this before. We were actually looking for a product-based one at the beginning, and this is how we came across Onpassive, and it ticks all our boxes. So we've got a couple of questions. Fantastic. Okay, so Peter has asked, how do you go up the levels? Okay, the way that you go up the levels is obviously you can start at 25. It's a cumulative amount. So to go to 125, you have to pay for the 25 plus the 125, which makes it 150. In my view, this is the level that the majority of founders will be going in. For myself personally, I'm going all in from word go. The way that you go up the levels is that the money that we're coming into your wallet, it forces you to go up the levels. Like I said, if you've got somebody in your team that has gone all in at the top level of 500, which is actually 900 because it's the accumulation of all the other levels, that is going to be a lot of commissions. If you have, Peter, can you just put the payment system back up a minute, mate? Can you, for us? So if you've got, we'll go on 3 because it's the easy one to explain. If you've got 3 people in there, you come in at the 25 level, right? But one of your members comes in at the 500 level. That $60 bonus that is sat there, you can't touch that because you're at only 25, okay? You can take the $6 part of it because that will be part of that 500. But you won't be able to touch the other 60 because that is only for 500. So the company is going to force you to go up the level. And it's in your own interest anyway. So as soon as you've got enough money to in your wallet, you're going to instantly upgrade to 125, which is going to be 150 because it's 25 plus 50. And if there's any money in there, then you'll instantly get that money. It all becomes apparent when we launch because it will be in your wallet for you to see. I hope that has explained that part for you. Okay. That's how you got the levels. Any idea when the launch will happen? Okay, Julie. As far as the launch is considered, the soft launch, which is the first part of the marketing campaign, that is happening very, very shortly. And when I mean very shortly, I won't give a date, but in my opinion, it's going to happen within 2 weeks. The launch itself depends on how this soft launch goes, but I am confident that the launch will be this year sometime. That's for I can't see it past this year. But with anything, you know, it has to be right, because the amount of people that are going to be coming into this, okay, is going to be in their millions, not thousands, not hundreds of thousands, in their millions. So for it to get off to the right start, it needs to be done properly. Okay. Anybody else got any questions whilst we're on? Stick them in the chat. I'll see if I can answer it for you. Okay, in which countries is Onpassive activated? Absolutely. If you've got internet, all of them. I think they're in 220 countries at the moment. Okay, so any country, if you've got access to the internet, you'll be able to market Onpassive there, because the tools and service are international. If you, when you get it involved with Onpassive, and I'm sure your person who brought you here will know, they have an ebook which explains things almost better than I do, and that at the moment I think is in 27 different languages. So if you somebody has brought you here and you've shown an interest, if you put your details into that person's link, he will give you access to that ebook, and you can read it at your leisure in whatever language that you want. Does anyone have to do anything to qualify for payments? No, is the answer, Paul. No one has to do anything to qualify for payments at all. It's non-qualifying, okay? All you have to do is have somebody underneath you in your team, but that will come from either spillover from above, the company bringing people in, your own endeavors, okay? If the money is in your wallet, there is no qualifying at all for it. It is yours. Is the company incorporated in the US? Yes, it is, Julie. They have a physical office in Orlando, Florida. I know they are registered there as well. So, Trevor, so how many lives are going to be positively influenced by Onpassive? Do you know something? Millions, I think. You know, we really don't know, to be absolutely honest with you, mate. I think it's going to impact a lot of people. The last webinar that we were on, where Ash did a very long interview, he actually said he wants to look after the founders first, and then he wants the founders to look after other people. Okay, so Colin, hi, I'm first time invited by Paul. Excellent, lovely to see you on here. I've got Forex, crypto, and decentralized contracts. Okay, yeah, we come from the crypto space as well, mate. This is why we were looking at Onpassive, because we were looking for a product-based product and service. Smart contract platforms, building teams, etc. Can Onpassive help me progress? The answer to that is any platform that you are involved with at the moment, you can submit this to Onpassive, the company. If it is approved by Onpassive, then yes, you can market that platform or service through Onpassive as your own business. I hope that answers that question, Colin. So basically, if you've got something else going on at the moment on the online space, it's okay by Onpassive. Yes, you can market that, and you will get your own domain name, which will have your own links, and your own website that you can market through the Onpassive program itself. Hope that answered you. And lovely to see you on, Colin. Paul, well done for getting somebody in. Anybody else? Must be some more questions. Come on. You've just joined, but you can't hear anything. Oh, sorry about that. Everyone else hear me? Can someone just put a thumbs up? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Time to
My
go back
wife
out.
just said that he can. Okay, cool. Maybe catch the replay then. Any more questions?
They may need to click the call-in audio, if you can hear me there.
Yeah,
on
we
the
can.
lower left-hand corner.
Do you think the soft launch will start this week? Maybe is the answer to that. We're over time at the moment. Ash doesn't like giving times.
I think if I can just say something,
Yeah,
I
go on, you
think
can.
with obviously the virus is over in India at the moment. It's quite rampant, and I think today they've actually closed a lot of the areas down even more, and they've got a curfew, so a lot of the workers can't even go to work at the moment.
Yeah.
This is what I've sort of heard earlier on today. So, you know, looking at that aspect of it, I think the launch, the pre-launch will probably be delayed a little bit more. I mean, this is what Ash was saying to us the other day.
Yeah, he was.
You know,
I mean, to be honest, it's actually beneficial for the people that are here now, because it means you can get in for $97. It also means that once you've signed your NDA which is a non-disclosure agreement in your back office, you'll then become part of the marketing campaign, which means that people will be put underneath you in your team, which means that you will then have a small bonus from these people that come into you. So it is beneficial at the moment for you to come in before the launch. You know, this is what we're trying to do, is to show this opportunity to as many people as possible. And for the sake of $97, guys, at the moment, you know, it really is a bit of a no-brainer. It's 100% guaranteed anyway. So, you know, you're not taking a punt, not knowing you're going to get any money back. But what it does is it secures your place within the company payment system for sure.
I mean, obviously, you know, 128,000 founders at the moment. That's, you know, it sounds a lot of people, but for a business, an internet business like this, it's nothing. It's just a little drop in the ocean. It's like a grain of sand on a beach. And so we've got a long way to go. And obviously there's a lot of potential here for growth. And the idea, obviously, being a founder is to get in and, you know, get that growth below you. And obviously, you know, you'll benefit from it like the rest of us. And,
we've been told by the company that the amount of people that will be looking for these products and services that are going to be available with Onpassive is in the region of 4.8 billion people worldwide. So that is basically that is your marketplace. This is how many people already at the moment use any of the products and services that Onpassive are going to have under one roof. And that's basically what your marketplace is going to be, is 4.8 billion people. So like Peter said, 128,000 is an absolute drop in the ocean.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just see that bit there. Would you say it's a good idea to have more than one position? Yes.
Yes.
Brian, I've got 5 or 6. Peter, I mean, I don't. How many you got, Pete? I know you got loads.
18.
18. So the answer to that is yes. We've all brought positions for friends, family, other people we know. And what we have done is we have bought other positions in other people's legs that we know are growing teams. So it benefits everybody. So I would suggest if you haven't got your 3 already, buy yourself a position next to you to give you your 3. If you have got your 3, then buy a position underneath somebody who's already in your team to give them an extra position. It's an absolute, you know, it's a fantastic present to give to somebody. All you need is a separate email to buy that position, use whatever link you want to use, and you're good to go. Arthur, thank you very much for your kind words, sir. Okay, that's about it then, I think. Pete, got anything?
No, I think you've said it all right as normal. I don't know if any of the other leaders would like to say anything.
Yeah, is anybody on? Let's
Yeah,
bring
there's quite a
somebody in.
few. Paul.
Paul.
Oh, Angus, you're one that likes to talk.
I knew
Come on,
you'd
Paul.
get me. I knew you'd have me. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind covering something that happened yesterday. Now, one of my members, Bob, he's actually on my first level. Bob's a pig farmer. So this is totally different for him, and he's tried other things in the past and not been successful. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes, we
Can
can,
you hear
mate.
me okay? Yep. Okay. I say it's not a brilliant signal. But Bob's actually put, like I have, I've put my daughters in the business, and Bob's put his daughter and 2 sons in the business. Now, he hadn't told them this because he wants to be a surprise, like I wanted it for my kids. But his son in London recently has not only been furloughed, but he's literally out of a job now because he was in the events business. So all that kind of business has died a death. So that gave me something to talk about because someone in my family, in my brother's marital side, towards the end of last year was going to sell his events business for £1.2 million.
Wow.
And after COVID, when COVID happened, he struggled and he just about got 100 grand for it.
Wow.
So he had to take it, and even he admitted, well, that company that's bought it may not even relaunch that, but they just wanted to own it. He's now become a police officer, so he's come out of that sort of equation. So when Bob told me about his son in the events business, out of work, and his daughter, they've got a very young baby. His daughter-in-law has some kind of connection with Lloyd's TSB in all the legal stuff. You know, I mean, she was into the fraud section, everything else. And Bob sent us something about an Onpassive, and she came back with a little bit of, oh, be cautious, Bob, you know, be careful, that sort of thing, like family do. And he said, would you mind having a call with Paul? You know, because some of the things she outlined that she was cautious about, but she didn't understand. I said to Bob, well, that's only that, and it's only our terminology, because she's thinking job, we think business.
Yeah.
I had a call with her yesterday, and it ironed a lot of that out, and she went, oh, right, I see, because she couldn't get her head around where all the customers are coming from. I said, well, we are the customers, and we're starting with a customer base of 128,000 plus. And
Correct.
she went, right. And I said, it's just one of those things in life where life changes. I said, let me simplify it for you, because she kept talking in the job jargon. And I said, no, okay, let me take you off that for a minute, because you're still talking TSB Bank or Lloyd's Bank. And I said, you're not thinking the way we're thinking. I said, a few years ago, we used to have big aerials on the side of your house. And she said, yeah. I said, you've got 3 channels. That's not much of a choice. I said, I equate that aerial to a job. You've got 3 weeks holiday, not much of a choice. That's all we get in a job, 3 weeks holiday. You've got to work the other 11 months plus. She went, right. I said, then Sky come along and said, we're going to put a dish on the side of your house. They go, oh, no, we don't want that. That's ugly. Really? A year later, everyone you look at's got a dish, right? Got a Sky dish. What have you got? 150 channels and lots of choice for the whole family. And she went, yeah. I said, the aerial is the job market. And the job's not very good, Gemma. It really isn't. You know, we can't kid ourselves anymore. I said, but Onpassive is the dish. And she went, yeah. I said, I'll give you another quick couple of examples. We used to drive with a road map. Then we bought a TomTom. TomTom was amazing. You know, it's a GPS system. It talks to me. I haven't even got to stop and look at the map. And then I bought a car with a sat nav built in the dash. And then I go and drive my wife's car, and she hasn't got one. Now I haven't got a sat nav in that car. What do I use? And she went, I don't know. I said, your mobile phone. Your mobile phone's got maps on it. I said, last week I went and upgraded my phone, not because I want to make more calls, because it's got 3 cameras built in, because I take lots of pictures and I want to make videos. I said, but that was my motivation to get the phone, not for the phone, but for the camera I no longer carry around because it's on the phone. I said, this is only in a short space of years. And she said, right. I said, and don't forget, all these things we use, we are subscribers. We subscribe to Sky, we subscribe to Netflix, we subscribe to a TV license, we subscribe to electricity, gas, water, our rent, our mortgage, all those subscription payments, car payments. I said, so we already make a commitment to pay those. Would you agree? She said, well, yeah. I said, but if you don't keep that commitment up, they're going to come and take your car. I said, and come October, when the furlough payment stops in the UK, they're going to come and take your house. And I said, people need to wake up a little bit. So this might be a little bit daunting for you because it's not a job, it's better. I said, we don't need a better job, we need a better income. And she went, yeah, I kind of see what you mean. I said, so Onpassive is such a simple thing where it grabs the people who know this system works, but it's never worked for them because they don't want to sell, they don't want to approach their family, they don't want to recruit, and they don't want to invest a lot of money because that's risk. I said, no, you're telling me about you worked in the risk assessment in the Lloyd's Bank. I said, have you twigged that this is risk-free? At any time you can get that $97 back. And she went, ah, right, okay. I said, so all we're looking for is a small commitment to do that. I said, so if you're going to subscribe to all these things that we use in life, wouldn't it make sense to subscribe to an income? I said, that's all we're doing. We're subscribing to an income. And we're guaranteed that income. I said, so, and then Bob had told me she wanted to do something that involved crowdfunding. And I said, well, one of the products we get is a crowdfunding program. Now, my friend Bob, what he's done, he lives on a field with all these pigs and chickens. He's bought 2 shipping containers, put them together, cut the middle out, and he's trying to build his house. And it's not even half finished. It's been half finished for 3 years now. He's about 20,000 short of finishing it. I said, so I know you're concerned for Bob. I've known Bob 28 years. He's 72, but he's active. I said, Bob's going to get that crowdfunding service. I said, and guess how it's going to be funded? She said, well, how? I said, all the $25. I said, it's a package. And the crowdfunding is a package. She went, oh, I said, so all the products we have is basically a product package. And she said, yeah, but you're going to run out of customers. I said, no. Like you said, we've all got extra positions. I said, and do you know what that extra position is? She said, well, it's another founder position. I said, yes, but it's actually another profit center. So it's another 2, 3, 4 income. Said, wow. I said, it's the best thing I could have done for my kids because I'm overdue with the promises. And I said, same Bob, you know.
A lot of us are. A lot of us are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
but she got it. You know, once I put the products together about the map and things, she went, oh, yeah. I said, but everything's changing. But we need to learn to change with it. You know?
I mean, like you were just saying about a conventional business. I mean, I've got my own conventional business. In fact, I had 2. I got rid of one at last Christmas. So Red's got his own. And I mean, my business that I'm running now, which is just an ordinary convenience shop, and I opened it up on a site from nothing, absolutely nothing, and it cost me nearly 80,000 just to get it open. You know, so for the sake of $97,
exactly,
you know, this business is going to give me a far greater income. I mean, don't get me wrong, my business is great, it's doing well, and I make quite a bit of money, but this is far, you know, the income that I'm going to gain from Onpassive is going to be, you know, far greater than I could ever earn working, you know, 24/7 in the business as well. Well, you know, I don't, but you know, I work a lot of hours, but you know, at the end of the day, this is definitely going to give me the income that I'm looking for.
I think the furlough, because a lot of us have been off for like several weeks, everyone I'm speaking to doesn't actually want to go back to work.
No.
They want to be at home.
No, they don't, do they? Yeah.
Imagine being at home and getting paid.
Yeah.
Welcome to our world. You know.
Can I invite somebody else to have a word? Can I invite Arthur Gully?
Yeah.
Arthur, unmute yourself, sir.
Oh,
Arthur?
man, I'm so glad to be here with you guys. I'm excited. I don't know how many new people are here, but I will speak just in case they're here. You are in the right place at the right time. Now, the thing that we got to understand is when opportunities knock, we're putting off to what we can do today because we don't know what tomorrow may bring. So now is the time to grab this opportunity while you have that chance. Because why put off today what you can do today, waiting on tomorrow? Because it may be too late. So the $97, come on. I've been in some programs where it took $97 a month and
Yeah.
and they didn't get anything from it. So at least we have a money back guarantee, but come in but the thing is, don't believe what other people are saying. New people need to come in and study this company, because this is a company, it's real, and it's not some kind of program that most of us are used to, which is I've been used to doing a lot of things. I've been marketing for 40-something years and never made any money until Onpassive came along. And thank God for co-founders, which is a position to position ourselves prior to the major launch. So I'm taking advantage of that. Instead of wasting money on trying things that didn't work for me, that I'm waiting on the opportunity to use it and use the products in the ecosystem and use those products and produce the income that I'm looking forward to. So new people, if you are here, take advantage of it. Learn as we go, and then you can decide on what it's going to be for you and make that decision on your own instead of listening to what other people are saying that something don't work. I mean, everything is a risk, so why not take that risk on doing something positive? Thank you all for inviting me, and I'll be back. Try to bring some more people along with me. Marketing on Facebook and all that stuff is kind of hard, but I don't give up. So I just hang in there and go in different groups and help support the group by making positive comments, because I believe it, and it's all about your belief system.
Of course
if
it
you
is.
believe it, it will work. If you don't believe it'll work, it won't work.
Absolutely true. Arthur, thank you very much, sir, for your kind words, inspiration, and what a lovely person you are, sir.
Thank you.
We'll have one more then, and then we'll all go. Can I ask April Lane, please? Do you want to say a few words? April, are you still there?
Good day, everyone. Hi.
Hey, April, how are you?
All is wonderful in my world. All is wonderful in my world. I am ecstatic to be here. I have been trying to get on these Zooms. Y'all know how hard I go for Onpassive and GoFounders and just the niche that we are in. I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to speak. I'm happy to be alive and well in Houston, knowing that the surge is really high with the COVID and everything. And knowing that my friends and family are still healthy and they are well too.
That's good.
I'm really happy to be here. And I'm gonna get right into it. And it is Onpassive is a niche that no one really knows about. Okay, so that's one thing. It is machine learning. It is fairly new. And I challenge you guys to look into exactly what machine learning is. So Onpassive has incorporated many technologies in one all-inclusive platform. And there's no other business that has done that. And that's why it's very imperative that you join. I say seek not. I'm not really a religious person, but that's how I feel about Onpassive. There's no need to look around any further, mainly because from soup to nuts, we've got it covered. And this is not fluff or hype or, just bumping our gums. This is real brick and mortar, rolling our sleeves up, putting the work in. And anything that's substantial or beneficial is going to take work. It's not going to be some type of magical solution. It's going to take dedication, devotion, and of course the effort, right? You have to put the effort in. And that's what's been happening with Onpassive. Not only that, it's value, right? We've packed so much value in one platform that it's undeniable. It's reasons why we haven't doled out the entire system as of yet. But in the meantime, that I've been a founder and participated with this movement, I've seen nothing but value uncovered, value revealed, time after time. Know that some of the products are physically available right now. So we have had some of the products launched already, and we will continue to launch more products. But anybody that's here, you must realize that we will not be blasting any type of date, because we understand that we cannot race against Father Time. We understand that what we're doing is meticulous, and it must be done at a caliber that no one else is doing. So with that being said, we understand that patience is a virtue, and we are in the virtual realm, right, online. So we must learn that, and know that you are in good hands over here. It's about character, principle, integrity. It's about love, and just knowing that we won't execute anything on an official level until it's totally glitch free, until it's totally user friendly, until people are totally getting paid. We will beta test, we will run. There's no sense of, I guess, getting so focused on the launch date. That's inconsequential at this time. We're more focused and driven towards the smoothness of the platform. We're more focused and driven on, can you utilize what's available? We're more focused on, is it easy to use? Is it easy to share? That's our commitment. So I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to talk, guys. I'm definitely in it to win it. I've been a part of this business for quite some time. I totally believe in a vision, and you should too. So thank you guys so much. God bless.
Thank you, April.
Excellent.
Great. Thank you.
Fantastic, April. Amazing. Okay, so we'll wrap it up now. Please, if there is any new people still here, get back to the person who invited you. For any more information, we hope to see you as a founder, a paid founder, in the very near future. Pete, last words from you.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, and same time next week, 9 p.m.
Same time
UK.
next week.
And obviously, as we progress, hopefully we will know more about Onpassive and be able to give you more information about when it will launch, and you know, it's all exciting that we're looking forward to. Okay, Red?
Yep. Thanks very much, guys. Speak to you soon.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.